Broadcasting live from the plane of Italy from Magic the Gathering, it's Tap Tap Concede. That's how you do that. And that's the thing in this game. Hi, everybody. Mimi Wheeler. Welcome to Tap Tap Concede. Of course, the weekly talk show where we talk about Magic cards. And I'm joined by people. I've got a Nelson joining me.
Cards.
I've got a Cameron joining me.
I'm here too.
I've got an extremely proud James Turner on tech.
You're just killing it right now. Killing it.
The people like this. They love the chaos, you know?
The context-free Italy is just very good.
And we wouldn't Italy without you and your support over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Everything we do here is brought to you by you and your support over there. There's some other stuff too. James owes us a donkey, but all that can be come to fruition from money given to patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Of course, Tap Tap Concede is sponsored by Card Kingdom, a kingdom with some amount of cards. You can go to cardkingdom.com/loadingreadyrun or LRR, one of the two. We need some consistent branding here. Is it LRR?
It's LRR.
Consistent branding, man.
I think the hope is to make it so that both work in the future.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, in the current, you can go there, use that link, make your order, get the cards you want in great condition for great prices. And while you do that, in the comments, you can go button, please. And while supplies last, you'll get a small button that says, Mamma Mia, Assassin's Creed Zaria. Topical, right?
Also untrue.
I tap the mana.
I tap a de mana.
My favorite topping is Ezio.
I play a de pauper.
Maybe he's a bottom.
Why do we have a roll of toilet paper on the bottom shelf?
You're supposed to say nothing.
Because I have the sniffles. It's allergy season.
Sorry, I thought it had just like arrived there by some mysterious mechanism.
Look,
and they were walking into the aftermath.
You're not going to get
that it was actually.
I'm not going to make.
Accessibility.
I was here on time, but I really needed to go to the bathroom.
I am not going to make a JO joke while talking about our sponsors. Card Kingdom. Speaking of sponsors, Tap Tap Concede is also brought to you by Dragon Shield. If you go to dragonshield.com, make your order of the sleeves, and use code LRRMTG5, you get 5% off your order, and it also lets them know that you got over there through us. And it's Dragon Shields. You want to know my pitch for Dragon Shields?
I say, yes, that Dragon Shield.
That's not bad, actually.
Thanks. Yeah.
My
What's
pitch
yours?
is, yeah, you're playing Magic. Of course you should use Dragon Shields. What are you, stupid? And they love it.
Yeah,
they love the
I like that
pitch.
one too.
Just like the implied verbal abuse of the audience.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
Yeah.
Use Dragon Shield to protect your cards from filthy Magic players.
Yeah. It's Dragon Shields. What are you
want
doing?
that guy reaching across the table and picking up your cards?
Our sponsors are okay with us slamming the competition, right?
The weirdest thing about Dragon Shield is that they were like industry standard more than a decade ago, and their product has gotten better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, like if they wanted like a really sincere pitch or whatever.
Yeah, they're great. They're Dragon Shields. What are you doing? LRRMTG 5. Well, today on Tap Tap Concede, things are a little different. And by that, I mean we're doing something that we have done before. In fact, we have done it with this exact lineup. In December 2023, it is a Stump the Panel, focusing on the cards released in the previous year. And boy, did we ever pick a good time, smack dab in the middle of April, to put this together for the previous year. Basically, James is going to be proposing a series of questions about Magic releases from 2024, and we're going to try to get it right. Now, this might be even more cruel than the previous time because, yeah, it is April 2024 or 2025. We've had... Wait, have we had multiple sets? Yeah, we've had multiple sets. So we've had two sets so far this year. I'm not going to remember anything. Hopefully you two will.
I don't even remember which set came. Oh, no, now I do. Right. This year we had Ether Drift and Tarkir.
Yes.
Right.
And you have to remember all the sets before that, all the way back to Foundations, right?
Foundations was the last set of
2024.
Oh, this is going to go
is
poorly.
This is great.
Oh, no.
Buckle up.
I already missed the entire year.
I'm bringing the toilet paper back.
Yeah.
This is why I waited until April. All right. So yeah, this is as Wheeler mentioned, this is exactly the same lineup as we did back in December of 23. And it's a very similar quiz, so it will be familiar if you watch that episode. So we're going to start off here with round number 1.
James, before we start,
Yeah,
look how good my legs look.
they're very.
They look pretty
You've
nice.
been
huh?
getting like a bit more sun than typical.
Not bad.
It's
A little
April.
bit,
The sun's
little
starting to
bit.
come out.
Yeah, you're
This
getting
guy
around.
is often like, I don't know, like a reflector panel you could use in space to harness the sun's
I've
energy.
received permanent sun damage to my body.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're looking moisturized.
Thank you.
Glossy,
I
healthy.
lathered.
Love this for you.
Nelson,
slathered.
Nelson, it looks like you have an owie. Are you okay?
I fell in my bathroom a while ago and I have a scar now. I'm fine.
Damn.
I fell over and I didn't die.
How's the bathroom?
I mean, that's not bad.
The bathroom
Yeah, I mean-
it also survived. It barely noticed. It didn't even flinch, man.
Damn.
Nelson falls in bathroom. Bathroom survives injuries.
Yeah,
That's what I like about you, bathroom. Makes me feel tough just standing next to you.
that's right.
All right.
Well, thanks for asking. I'm fine.
Are we ready to go for round number 1?
Yeah,
No
why not?
comments on my appearance? No
Cameron?
Cameron, show more skin.
Cameron, you're looking extremely
Don't
consistent, buddy.
harass them.
Thank you. I have a uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I like your glasses, Cameron.
I like
Thank you.
I like your socks.
Oh, yeah.
They're-
They're a gift from my mom.
That's some classic, just
yeah,
striped.
those I
socks.
haven't seen before.
Okay, quick. Hide your socks and ask them the colors of your socks.
Oh yeah.
What are the colors of my socks, James?
Anyways, round number 1 on this day,
Got it.
Uh-huh.
January 12th. What came out January 12th?
Usually on this day means the current day, but in another year. Okay, January 12th.
It's got to be a secret.
It's
layer,
Ravnica Remastered.
right? Ravnica remastered.
Sure.
I've already. Does this include secret layers?
There's one in here.
You piece of.
Just one.
Are you sure Ravnica Remastered didn't come out in 2023? I feel like I'm falling through.
No,
a
'cause we
time
did the 20
paradox right now.
We did the 2024 LGS challenge.
Okay.
Right.
Oh
and
yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
Ravnica.
Jumping Dragon.
Yeah.
You are correct. That was
Mana
Ravnica
Rose.
Remastered.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Good
right.
job.
Couple days later, 10 days later, January 22nd.
Was it really 10? MK.
10 is not a
Yeah.
couple, okay? No hate on throuples.
This
Yeah, it's
polyamorous
murders
stuff.
This
murders
one-
at Karloff Manor.
This
right?
one might be this might be one of the secret layers. The only
it
secret
might
layer.
be. It might be, which means it could still be. No, Murders at Karloff Manor was.
Okay, secret layer Hatsune Miku.
Wait. Wait. This man does not speak for all of us.
All right.
But it might be secret layer Hatsune Miku. Why would.
Miku.
Can I ask you a question, James?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is there only one secret layer on here?
Because it is not a traditional secret layer.
Okay, but also, when did Murders at Karloff Manor come out? Was that last year?
It's like late,
It
late
was-
January or early
I feel
February.
like January
It's like-
22 is actually probably pretty.
I also remember that Ravnica Remastered came out and immediately got hit checked off stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
It
it-
wasn't
it-
all
it, like-
reprint set, so but it
right.
basically had one weekend.
I say we go with MKM because if it's not MKM, then we get the secret layer out of the way, and then it's pretty smooth sailing for the rest of the
Love
time.
that.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
I'm ready to lock it in.
James, it's MKM.
Let's
It is-
make 'em have it.
It is not MKM.
James, I swear to God, dude.
It is a secret layer. But why would I include a secret layer? Because there are a lot of them. And I said, the
I don't
one
know.
on this list is not a traditional
Is
secret
it
layer.
secret layer golf players with nice watches?
You're a freak, dude.
Jesus.
You're a.
I feel like you would remember.
Is this
that
a
one.
mechanically unique secret layer?
They're expensive watches.
No, there's just a lot.
They're large watches.
There's just a
Right.
lot
They
of
don't tell
cards.
time better.
It's
than-
almost like it has 100 cards.
Is it
Oh,
a
is this
commander?
the
the?
commander decks?
Which one?
Wait.
Because that's
This is the Angel deck.
No.
What?
it's not the Okaun and Zindersplit deck, is it? That's
No.
older, right?
No.
That was like 2 years.
That's like the only secret layer commander deck that I know. Sorry.
Oh, this is. Oh, wait. Alt win cons. This is Daniel Holt's deck.
I don't believe so.
Then what the hell are you doing?
It's
Hold on,
Raining
hold on.
Cats and Dogs.
Oh yeah.
I genuinely thought you guys might remember that one.
Why?
I don't know.
There's nothing mechanically unique about this.
I don't care.
This is bull.
I mean, yeah, no,
bull
you
hooey.
got to hand it to him. He got us on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
damn
you got
right.
it.
All right,
Stumped.
February 9th.
Name 2 cards from that.
I'm not on your I'm not on the panel.
Okay, actually, this feels like it's too late for MKM.
No, this is MKM.
All
This
right,
has
all
to be
right,
MKM.
All right.
Yeah, it's MKM.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
cool.
okay.
Bonus points. Murders was the first set to use what?
The first set.
It was
to
the first
use.
set to do something that we are now
Play boosters.
correct.
Cool.
That is correct. March 8th.
No, only a month later. So it's probably the next main standard set.
Are you including Alchemy in this?
No.
Oh, thank God. March 8th.
Wasn't there the Innistrad?
Everything I'm asking is paper products.
Okay.
Wasn't there another Innistrad reprint set?
There was an Innistrad Remastered, but I believe that is closer to November or October. This paper product.
Okay, March 8th is actually too soon to be Thunder Junction, right?
Yeah, Thunder Junction was.
Is that even the next?
No,
set in chronological order?
That's Thunder Junction.
Is it? March,
I think it's
March
Thunder.
8th?
I think it's Thunder
No, because
Junction.
it was like February 2nd to March 8th. Is that actually right? It's like less than 5 weeks. They didn't really do that, did they?
Yeah, because they have MH3 this year and Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Sweet
Well,
butter
Outlaws of Thunder
Christ.
Junction comes out sometime.
I think it's
that
OTJ.
season.
You don't think it's OTJ?
I feel
I
like,
thought ODJ was later.
but there's only one secret layer, so it's not just that.
Right.
So what are our other options? Are like other kinds of special products and real releases, right?
Because Assassin's Creed was July, like early July or late
Wait,
June.
Yeah, because
No,
we were giving
wait.
out Assassin's Creed boosters.
There
in
is a
Amsterdam.
special product that came out not at the same time, but shortly after Murders at Karlov Manor,
Clue.
featuring a mystery.
Right.
Is it Clue?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Please let it
Are
be
we
the
locking in
set.
Clue?
I think it's the Clue
Let's
set.
lock in Clue.
Sure.
It's not Clue.
Nelson. Wait, what? Then where's Clue?
Is it Thunder Junction?
I didn't put Clue on this.
You didn't. No, dude, you can't. You can't put some
so-
stupid secret layer that does nothing except exist and not include a product that is mechanically unique and like competitively relevant.
Yeah, it did have a bunch of cool cards in it.
Yeah, and yet here we are. Would you like a
March
would you
8th.
like a hint?
Yeah, is it Outlaws of Thunder Junction?
No.
No. Wait, what?
I feel like Outlaws of Thunder Junction was like end of March.
Okay, give us a hint.
It's a Universes Beyond set.
What?
Release. I shouldn't say
Oh,
set.
That's
Fallout.
awkward. We forgot about Fallout.
Was it Fallout?
Oh, yeah, you forgot about Fallout. It was
Yeah,
Fallout.
a lot of people forgot.
Sorry.
April 19th.
Brother heard bird.
April 19th, I want to say, is Thunder Junction.
Yeah, that's gotta
Unless
be Thunder
too
Junction.
late for it.
No, I remember walking in the rain.
That is correct. It is Thunder Junction.
I remember us
Sad
doing.
Wheeler walking in the rain.
I remember
Universe
doing.
Beyond drops.
I remember doing we did the PPR, like the little draft thing for it.
yeah.
My bus broke down and I had to walk in the rain for like an extra 20 minutes and just being like, they really screwed up this set, huh? Like, just.
I got a bonus point question on this one. Can you tell me what the name of the bonus sheet was called?
The big score?
Fomori Vault? No. Okay, big
That's
score.
the big score.
That sounds right.
Nope.
Oh, breaking news.
Correct.
Yeah, the big score was the supplemental set that got rolled into it.
The big score is technically its own set.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's got its own,
All right.
What a
its own line and some.
So-
catastrophe.
Yeah.
I will tell you. Okay, so on May 7th,
Yep.
I'm taking this off of the MTG Wiki. So I'm hoping everything is correct. I trust them.
We trust you, MTG. Wiki.
And I really hope that one of you is able to get this because 2 cards were banned from Gladiator on May 7th, according to the MTG Wiki. What were they?
Reanimate in the One Ring.
That is correct.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you.
I mean, the fact that you didn't snap that up is a little worrisome. Yeah.
There's a lot of Magic cards, James.
Dude,
Yeah.
Honestly, surprised the One Ring lasted that long.
Yeah.
MH3 came out and paved over everything we love.
That's fair. Speaking of which, June 14th, what came out?
Is that MH3?
MH3?
That's MH3.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
MH3.
Yep. Very cool.
Would you like to talk about MH3 at all? No, I'm just joking.
No,
What came out-
Brian got his chance to do it.
So have you numerous times.
Yeah, they give the people what they want.
What came out July 5th?
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed.
Creed.
Yeah, that is
Yep.
correct.
Technically, it came out on the 4th.
Teeny tiny packs.
That is true. What were they called?
I don't know. I didn't buy one.
I did. I think I bought 2 packs.
Ben Bateman gave me one.
I don't know.
were
Beyond
they called?
Beyond boosters.
That is correct. They were
yeah,
called Beyond
not
Boosters.
made with real meat.
Shout out to my vegan friends.
Has anybody touched an Assassin's Creed card recently?
Yep.
Recently-ish.
What's the card?
I don't remember what it's called, but a 1 black mana for like a 1/1 that can get Death Touch or Lifelink.
Oh,
Or flying?
hook or no? The flyer's the hooked one.
Sort of initiate.
I played with Basim Ibn Mishak.
Oh, yeah.
That card.
That card slaps.
Thank you for picking that word. There was a different word in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that card rules.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
card's
also
great.
played with Novice Ezio in that $20 challenge.
I like. That Ezio's good.
Some, like, sort of brave Luminarch aspirant. You got to be able to attack.
Mechanically, these UB cards, both Fallout and Assassin's Creed, are actually really cool
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
like,
and good.
No, for sure.
rad counters are actually kind of good.
Yeah.
They're interesting.
Like, I haven't ever free run a card, but it seems basically the same as Prowl. And that mechanic was actually kind of fun. Like, there weren't really any Prowl cards. Prowl is from Lorwyn. Dating myself here, obviously, but there weren't really any Prowl cards that were like straight up busted. It was sort of like, if you have to pay the full cost, like, well, that card's bad. But if you play the Prowl cost, it's like, okay, all right, I see you trying to play some synergy playing here.
Okay.
All right. On July 18th, a new CEO, COO was named for Wizards of the Coast.
And it's not Deb Thomas.
Can you name that CEO?
Now, as a shareholder,
Do I just get to name them? Like, if I just pick something? I'm like,
Yeah, they've been birthed.
Yeah, is this like
Gritty.
Yeah, what's his name? Facebook owner
Mark
asking-
Zuckerberg?
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg asking the president of China to name his child,
oh, I didn't hear about that.
being told no.
CEO,
that's a beautiful name for a
can we call them Chief Emic Executive Operations Space?
Anybody know his name?
Deb Thomas Jr.
Chris? Is it Chris?
It's not Chris Collins.
yeah, that's
There's a lot of Chris's,
I
though.
don't know. I feel like we're entering the era of guys named Troy advancing to the stage
Okay.
of their careers.
Incorrect. His name is John Haidt.
How tall is this guy?
Not a clue. Didn't have it in the Wikipedia.
Really? I think they need. I need more of that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Got to figure out if I respect the person or not.
How tall does a person have to be?
6 feet.
Hell yeah, respected.
Sorry. I could feel the daggers.
August 2nd.
August 2nd.
Yeah, dude, it happened.
Something came out
There
on
was
August
another
2nd.
set. There was another set. It wasn't Foundations yet. It was like 3 sets before that.
Yeah.
Was it
was
Mystery
standard legal.
Boosters?
Oh, maybe not.
Misty Boosties?
Misty Boosty, August 2nd? That sounds a boot, right?
Misty Boosty 2? No.
3?
When did they debut? No, they debuted Misty Boosty in...
Amsterdam.
Did we have them in...
Did they debut them in Amsterdam? I don't think they did.
But that might not have been the official release, because sometimes they do that with conventions.
Because they did the
give you a
convention in a
preview.
box
Give you
before.
a preview.
Yeah. I think Misty Boosty is a good call.
Because did Misty Boosty 1... You couldn't actually... The weekend of Reno, like right before the Pandini started back in 2020, you couldn't just buy Misty Boosty at your LGS that weekend. You had to wait like a month or something, right?
Yeah,
Or-
you had
or
to-
more because of the world. But
I made so much money off of that.
yeah, you brought home your Misty Boosty packs and sold them. Yeah, to people who play whatever.
Seamus put my kids through college. That's a very regional mention, but yeah,
guy loves Memphis.
that's all I did in like Reno and Portland. I think was just jam these Misty Boosties, and they paid out in Misty Boosties, and I don't know, I got it, man.
Sure.
I remember being like,
solved the format?
I saw Prophetic Prism was just all I did. It was
Sure.
like pick up every Prophetic Prism and like these tri lands and figure it out and just like.
You came home from that convention with multiple boxes of Misty Boosty to sell or whatever.
Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't sell them because they were not for resale, Nelson. Is it Misty Boosty 2?
It is not.
So that
Interesting.
entire digression was completely wasted.
Well,
Could we
wait.
like edit that so that it's in a more timely?
I mean, look,
place?
we're 20 minutes in and it's already August.
No, let's figure out when Misty Boosty 2 came while we're talking about that. Was it later? Was
It came
like
out
September.
it must have been
Do you have-
September or
so
October.
Well, I didn't. Okay, I didn't go to Amsterdam. But what month was that?
Amsterdam was
End of
July,
June.
end of June, beginning of July.
June.
Yeah.
So did Misty Boosty 2 really not come out until like
It
September or October?
Misty Boosty 2 came out tied with Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Vegas was in
Vegas was October.
Yeah. All right.
You said August?
August 2nd.
Okay, what other standard sets were there? Because we've had
Bloomborough.
yeah,
it's
Bloomborough
Bloomborough.
came out in August.
Everyone loves Bloomborough.
Yeah, it's Bloomborough.
Bloomborough.
Correct. It is
Yeah.
Bloomborough. All right. Good job.
I don't know how I forgot Bloomborough. These
We
It
were
was the
so
one,
hyped.
Like, it was the one, like, quote unquote hat set that really landed, I feel.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think you need to call Bloomborough a hat set because it was just like straight up a new plane, right? Like
Yeah.
the gimmick was like the entire identity of the plane. I want to give him more credit than that. Like MKM, obviously like hat set. Thunder Junction, bit of a hat set, even though it was also a new plane. It's like they're doing a heist, like there was a gimmick. Bloomborough, they were just trying to. Everybody was a little critter.
It's a little palate cleanser.
I get it though. It's like it is kind of a gimmick that's what the plane is,
I
but
suppose, like, every plane has a gimmick,
yeah.
right.
right? Like, if we're getting really granular here.
Yep. All right. Moving on. August 19th.
Not Duskborn.
I mean, it kind of feels like it was Duskborn.
August 19th. It's another Universes Beyond set? We only got one secret layer. We've done that. Was there a Bloomborough weird thing?
No.
Was there like a August 19th paper magic set?
The-
11
These are-
days
this is-
after Bloomborough, they must have expected it to, like, either not disrupt the goodwill from Bloomborough.
Just to clarify, is this a release or is this a ban list update?
This is released. I would let you know if it's
Sure,
not a release.
Okay.
What we mentioned was that when Innistrad Remastered came out? Was that before
No.
Duskborn?
That was later.
When did Innistrad Remastered?
Innistrad Remaster was like November.
Okay, it was between Duskborn and Foundations, we're thinking?
Yeah, around that area. I remember because I remember us doing the draft, and I didn't play in that draft.
Okay.
So, two things. Number one, Innistrad Remastered came out at the end of January.
What?
This year?
No.
Yeah. just throwing that one out there.
It sucks when you like it, you like you feel bad because you can't remember what happened last year, but then you feel worse because you can't remember what happened last week,
Yeah.
right?
Correct. And the hint for this one is you talked about it at length about 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
Mystery
you
Booster?
way to feel bad.
It was Mystery Booster 2. So it became available to purchase as the Festival in a Box on August 19th.
All right.
It did come out technically at Vegas, but you were able to purchase it well before that.
That's a wild city to come out in.
Mystery. Mm-hmm. What date was it released?
Best set of the
It's a
year?
mystery.
Best draft experience of the year?
Probably.
Yeah, I liked it.
I really liked Duskborn, but Mystery Booster 2 was like
I'm
nowhere near tired of drafting it.
I never drafted Duskmorn, but enough people just have been like, no, this is legit, like
Yeah,
a good set to draft.
Yeah.
Duskmorn was a really interesting limited environment. I think Bloomborough was the most disappointing one because I wanted to like it a lot more, but it was just all very samey.
Yeah, they honestly like the art direction team, and like there was like a really good trailer for it, and like the story of the characters that you could pick up from the cards. Even I didn't read the background story for that set, but like they delivered on all that. It was a really cute, fun looking set, and then the limited play was just too samey, like too quickly.
Do you have the good version of your deck, or do you lose?
Right.
All right. On September 23rd, 4 cards were banned in Commander. What were they?
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
Mana Vault,
Mana Crypt.
Mana Crypt,
Mana Vault's still okay, I think.
Soul Ring.
I wish.
Another
You
another
two
Mana Rock,
can
though.
go for the guesses.
I know them.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to keep trying, or
Umazawa's Jit.
there's 2 more that make
Mana
mana?
Tower.
Well,
That's
Arcane
close.
there are three of these cards make mana in
Yeah.
some way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
Right.
And then your free space is Nadu.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, yeah.
I wasn't gonna remember that it was Nadu. Actually, I remember the other 3. I would have needed help.
Oh, I remember.
So the other 2 mana producers are the Black Lotus for commanders, which is called
Jeweled Lotus.
Thank you,
Lotus.
Jeweled
Right.
Lotus, and the Goblin that makes treasures when it comes into play.
Wily Goblin.
Yeah, Wily Goblin. No, that is correct. It is a 2 mana Goblin that
Two-mana
makes the
goblin.
treasure when it comes to play.
Oh,
So funny.
Dockside
Extortionist.
Yeah,
Thank
Dockside.
you. Yeah. So those 4 cards got banned, which was honestly probably basically the biggest Magic news of last year.
The most embarrassing.
yeah.
Like the backlash to it was
Yeah.
deeply shameful.
It's wild to have an announcement and a change that is so bad, terrible in terms of like the actual action taken, that is then immediately usurped by how embarrassingly dreadful and just like it's just
Yeah, the community
The
reaction
commu-
to it was pretty.
yeah, just like I don't know, death threats are not the answer to. I mean, they're the answer to some things. Hold on, I'm not going to say no to. Is this what we want on this podcast?
Never say never.
What I'm trying to say,
We're recording this in 2025.
but okay, I don't want to.
We are not making actionable threats against named
No,
persons.
God no, and I can't believe folks would do that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was a fundamentally revolting backlash against it. And
Yeah,
yeah, the really made me not want to interact with Magic players.
and I think if you reacted to that with threats or of violence or of doxing or whatever, I think you should probably feel ashamed and reflect on your actions and maybe try to make yourself a reasonable human being instead of a sniveling worm.
yeah, I don't really believe in the carceral state, but exceptions can be made.
All right.
Thanks for bringing that up, James.
Well, I was just looking for the cards. You could have just glazed
James
over it.
wasn't even listening to that. He had his
Right.
headphones off.
True.
You didn't
You
want
heard,
to.
you heard him,
through
folks.
Scryfall.
James wants you to glaze him.
Hey, I didn't want you two to talk, or you three to talk on the talk show where you talk.
September 27th,
Dustmorn.
November 15th.
That's it. We're just gonna.
God, Tuskmore is such a good set. November 15th, that's your Innistrad set, right?
Oh yeah, in Australia.
Remastered?
No,
Well,
no.
I just told you that came out like a
January.
few weeks
The
ago.
the remastered sets always come out in January.
Oh, I got
got a
another
passenger.
inchworm on me? Yeah, I've got an inchworm on me. It's that time of year.
Was the inchworm controlling your brain when you made the statement?
No, I just needed to come full circle. It's like, it's bad when you can't remember what happened last year.
Can we talk about Duskmorn?
You
Then
can. Yeah.
worse
okay.
when you can't remember what happened last week, and even worse when you can't remember what happened 3 minutes ago. That's tough.
I really thought the room mechanics were interesting. I like any set where bounce, like the what is it? The fear of
Fear of missing out,
yeah, the
or not fear of missing out, fear of isolation.
yeah, the blue Core Sky Fisher.
Yeah,
Great
fear of
card.
Isolation.
Yeah, Core Sky Fisher, just a great like play experience. This made me happy. It was all I wanted to do in the environment was bounce my rooms.
Feels like they've been hitting real 2 out of 3s, which I mean, Meatloaf said it wasn't bad, but
Yeah.
that guy's dead.
R.I.P.
No, he had some interesting statements to
Yeah,
make.
he went.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, he came storming out of some.
Don't worry. I mean, bad at hell.
He was probably like
TTBB, top to bottom banger.
Yeah, top to bottom.
You got to stop looking at that inchworm.
I can't. It's so cute.
Because I'm watching you watching the inch.
Okay,
And-
I'm focusing.
But Duskborn was like the cards mechanically incredible and like powerful, but not, overwhelmingly powerful, right? Like the overlords are cool. Fear of missing out is cool. The fear of isolation and the enchantments with the ETBs and rooms, all of that are great.
They brought Delirium back in a much more satisfying way than we've seen before.
The limited environment, again, haven't played it, but everybody is like, no, it's legit good.
yeah. I would go and draft
Yeah.
Duskmorn right now.
And then creatively, I think it is the biggest dumpster fire that, like, it's literally 2 sets jammed together.
Kind of
Yeah,
like
it
the
is.
inverse of
Did
Bloom
they
Bro.
actually say that?
I mean, you just look at it.
Well,
Like-
yeah, because it is.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody has actually said it or not, but you look at it and you're like, hey, these cards all look one way, and
Yeah,
these
and
cards all
they'll
look
look
the
different.
other way.
Yeah.
Right. There's
Yeah,
sort of-
it's
there was a horror movie set, and then there was an 80s nostalgia set, and those two kind of had a baby.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta show them together,
Yeah.
yeah. I have no insight into this whatsoever.
Neither do I.
Yeah, but it did feel a lot like 2 sets that got jammed together rather late in development.
Yep.
But
The
gameplay was great.
mechanics sang.
Yeah.
So kudos to the development team, or no, the play team.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, that is what, at least in my mind, the most important thing is like, is the game fun to play? Because sometimes, even as someone that really values the art of the game and the setting as like a big driving force behind what gets me excited, like fear of missing out's a fun card to play with.
Yeah.
Right? Like these cards are just cool.
And I think as the opponent, like, you know, the Delirium cards or any other, like the Overlords as well, like they sort of offer this riddle that your opponent's trying, like, when they play them, they're trying to solve themselves. And so that's satisfying. Like there just feels like there's multiple points where you can interact and it matters.
Right.
And so that's another, I think, hallmark of a really well-designed card.
I mean, OTJ had some pretty good gameplay cards too.
That's true. I thought the gameplay in OTJ was kind of fine. It was the problem with that set for me was like it was coming off the back of like the most This Is a Hat set, so just like the trying to take that set seriously, and the fact that the big scorecards were packs
and we're mythic on Arena and stuff.
Yeah, it's just like it was really tough to like get in my head that I'm going to play a bunch of OTJ.
Yeah. Hey James.
Yeah.
What's up?
November 15th.
Oh right, we're still on that.
This is
This
the
has
final.
to be Foundations.
Foundations.
Is it Foundation? Okay. Okay. Great.
And Foundations Jumpstart.
I mean, sure, probably.
Jumpstart 2025.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Any thoughts on Foundations?
Cool.
Yeah. No, good. I like it.
It's great.
Yeah, it is a good move.
Those game developers at Wizards of the Coast, they can really design a Magic core set at this point. Like Foundations was just an absolute banger, and like we barely have a second thing to say about it. It's just like, yeah, they're good at core sets now.
They figured out how to say, hey, Llanowar Elves is going to be in Standard for the next 5 years, and Llanowar Elf decks aren't even in the top, like, 5 performing archetypes for Standard.
That's true,
Like,
yeah.
which, you know, maybe is a criticism in a different direction.
Sure.
But, like, that is a cool thing to be, you know, people are worried about that. They got introduced. They're not, like, oppressive. Maybe some other cards that will get printed that push Llanowar Elves into the spotlight, and they get to go, like, well, for the first year, Llanowar Elves wasn't a big deal in Standard or whatever, and now it's
Maybe
now
we're
they're pretty
entering
cool.
the Llanowar Elves meta.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's which is fine.
That's what
They're
you
a good
want.
card.
They get to say there's a 5-year lifespan, and a certain amount of that lifespan, Llanowar Elves was good, and there's a portion where it wasn't, and they get that's a success as far as I'm concerned. But I'm curious as to what the Inchworm has to say about this.
I didn't look that time.
I know.
It wasn't my fault.
I did, and it kind of nodded. So
It was like, watch out, the
I have to
Llanowar
wonder,
season's
like,
coming.
How far do inchworms see? Like it's kind of on that table, and I'm just wondering if its entire universe is now a flat plane with no obvious direction. In which
this is Ravnica. This Inchworm.
Yeah.
All right.
It's trapped in the House of Horror over there.
Y'all ready to move on to round number 2 and start figuring out some cards?
round
Sure.
2.
All right. Round 2 is Mythic High to Low. And what I have done is I've gone to our friends over at cardkingdom.com/LRR. And I have looked at the 4 standard legal sets from the year. So that's Murders, Outlaw, Bloomburrow, and Duskborn. And we're going to go in that release order. And I have chosen the most expensive Mythic and one of the least expensive Mythics. I will say that Card Kingdom just flat sells the cheapest Mythics for 99 cents. So there's a bunch of 99-cent Mythics. I just picked one that I thought would be fun. And so you are going to have to tell me what that card does.
And these are all just like the regular printings?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I should be very clear on this. This is, regular printing.
I think I know
special.
number one.
We had at least one negative thing to say about every standard set that came out last year, except Foundations, and then James just decides to ignore it.
Yeah.
All right?
That's not my job. I'm just here to ask you questions. All right. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
What do you want to take a guess here?
For the-
Murder at Karlov Manor. What's the most expensive?
Oh, we're going set
Only
by set.
mythics. Only mythics, right?
Oh, okay.
Not regular rares.
Correct. Yeah, these are just mythics
Just mythic rares.
Just
okay.
mythic rares.
From MKM.
from MKM.
I don't remember any mythics from MKM.
That's
I can
fine.
remember.
What drives
That
card
Sphinx
price,
guy?
right? Is it going to be commander players or is it going to be standard players?
It's everything. Like that's
Right?
the real truth.
Okay,
It's like
yeah.
everyone who feels like they have a read on why why certain cards are expensive. It's like you're right, because that's part of it.
All right. Well, the game is not to guess the card; it's to figure out what it does. Delny, Streetwise,
Oh, yeah.
Lookout.
Oh.
I know this one.
Yeah, I know this one. That card's a mythic? I thought it was a normal rare.
Definitely a mythic.
2
2 and a white for a 2/2 legendary human. scout. I don't know.
Like
Detective.
It's like a scheming out.
out,
Human
yeah.
scout, human rogue, something
Human
like
rogue,
that.
Something like that. And then it's like a panharmonicon for little guys.
Jesus Christ. It's the inchworm. It's the inchworm. Panharmonicon for creatures with power 2 or less.
And then does it have another ability?
Well,
too?
it's not just Panharmonicon. It's whenever a triggered ability of a creature with power 2 or less is triggered, you do that an additional time. So it's not just ETBs. It can also be on combat damage.
Cool.
And creatures you control with power 2 or less cannot be blocked by creatures with power greater than it.
Oh, it's like a Skulk Lord as well.
Yeah.
That's the other
Yeah.
ability. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody skulks.
You're very close.
There
Here
are
it
creatures
is.
with power. Creatures you control with power 2 or less can't be blocked by creatures with power 3. That's basically what I said.
Isn't that what he said?
That's basically what I said. That's what I said.
That's what.
an
Yeah,
abil-
okay, that's fair. That's what you said. Sure. Yep.
Hell yeah, we gaslit him into thinking.
It was a scout. I guess to the
Yeah,
first
you
try.
got- yeah,
It was a scout. I remember.
You
It's
nailed
weird.
it.
Yeah, this card rules.
It is pretty tough to tell what a mythic is on the Murders of Karlov Manor set symbol. It's kind of the same as Mirrodin, where like most of it is the black outlines.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that has to be a standard dominating. Or, like, I guess no commander.
No.
That's just
Commander.
really popular in
Use Spy
Commander.
Kids, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't think that anyone plays in standard.
Spy Kids.
All
Not
right.
Spy Kids, but, like, you know.
Wait, no, hold on. What do you mean by? I don't know what
I
you're
keep
referring to when you say
thinking
Spy
of,
Kids.
not Edric. We have the uncut sheet.
Yeah,
of the
Edric,
commanders.
Spy Master of Trust.
Yeah.
I've just never heard the name Spy Kids, and as a millennial, I'm like, oh, Spy Kids? That's a good name for a deck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay. Cool.
Or like something that happens to someone. Like if you get Spy Kids, that's where you like, I don't know, wake up in a room full of thumbs or something.
Getting Spy Kids. Yeah.
Have you seen Spy Kids? There's
I have
thumbs.
not. I actually missed.
Bro, watch Spy Kids.
It's been a long.
Come over, hang out with my kids.
It's been a
It'll
long
be fine.
time.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Oh Jesus.
Oh,
James,
what devious thing is Nelson planning for the
James.
Spy Kids viewing?
All right. Kylox's Volt Strider.
Oh,
Oh,
I kinda
yeah.
know this one. It's 5 mana, right? 3 blue red for a 4/4 vehicle,
Star 4.
star 4 vehicle.
Yeah.
And then it's something about casting spells in the exile zone.
Yeah,
and
nobody
getting
knows.
to recast your spells. Is it like basically Snapcaster Mage when it hits opponents or when it attacks? I think if it attacks, you get to Snapcaster Mage something.
I think it's Star 4. Its power is modified by something about instants and sorceries. And then when it attacks, you get to cast something with mana value less than its
Power.
Cameron?
What do you think?
I don't even know what set this card is from.
Inchworm?
MKM.
It's from
MKM?
MKM, yeah.
Oh no, the Inchworm's not doing so well.
Oh no, it's despairing.
Somebody get it a Diet Coke.
A nap. Yeah, that sounds pretty close to right. I want to say 3 blue red vehicle, star 4, power equal to the instants and sorceries in
your yard or something?
I want to say yard plus exile. Like I think they gave it the
Yep.
Crackling Drake.
It's also a vehicle. Do you want to take a guess at the crew cost?
Crew 4.
Yeah, 4.
Let's say 4.
All right.
Actually, let's say crew 3.
You are all thinking of the right card, but you are a ways off. Here it is.
Crew 2. Oh, it is a
Collect
4/4.
evidence 6. This becomes an artifact creature. It was a 4/4 and it's only 3 mana.
What the hell is this card? I don't care.
Read
man.
it. Read it.
One blue and a red for a 4/4 artifact vehicle with crew 2. You can collect evidence 6, and Kylox's Vault Strider becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Whenever Kylox's Vault Strider attacks, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from among cards exiled with it. If that spell would be put into a graveyard, put it on the bottom of its owner's library instead. I bet this card is really cool in the most annoying person at your LGS's commander deck. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, we were right about the when it attacks, you cast a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Outlaws. The most expensive mythic
Bristly Bill.
is Bristly Bill.
Sense.
1 and a blue, 2/2 legendary cactus plant.
Start again.
Or would I say blue? I meant green.
Yeah.
One
there
and
you
a
go.
green.
When sorry, it's usually played with blue
2/2
cards.
legendary cactus homeboy.
Cactus Homeboy. Landfall, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. 3 green, double the number of counters on each creature you control.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's a
much
druid.
correct.
That's actually relevant.
It's a druid. Yeah, this card
I didn't remember that it was a druid.
slaps.
Fun fact, I owned one of these for like a couple hours once because I went and bought one so I could pay my electrician with it.
What? Oh,
Well,
no.
you know, Papa Noel.
Yeah,
comes
Papa
and
Noel.
fixes my house
Okay,
whenever
yeah,
it,
yeah.
like something
Oh,
breaks.
yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, you need anything? He's like, I don't have one of these yet. I'm like,
I need
fair
a
enough.
Grizzly
That's
Bill.
yeah.
Yeah, when he lent us his Rakdos winning deck for the filming in Chicago we did, and
cool.
I was like, what did I give him? I just gave him a couple of the cards that he like didn't have. I'm like,
Sure.
yeah, here you go, man.
Yeah.
Love Magic players paying each other with Magic cards.
Yeah.
It's nice.
All right, one of the least expensive mythics from Outlaws is Oko the Ringleader. Yeah.
Oh,
I definitely thought this card was going to be more played when I first saw it spoiled. Like it does cool stuff.
2 blue and a green,
4 mana.
4 mana, loyalty, starting loyalty of 3. Beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you can have Oko become a copy of up to 1 target creature you control,
Is it you control?
and it gains hexproof.
Okay.
Plus or -1, you make a 3/3 elk. +1, you draw 2 cards, and then discard 2 cards unless you committed a crime, in which you only discard 1 card. And then it has -6. Shuffle your library afterward. I don't know what the -6
Okay.
is.
I think the +1.
Maybe there's no -6.
I think the drawing cards is like maybe you just get to keep both of them, or you only draw 1 to begin with. I don't think you ever have to discard 2 cards. I think it's like you either discard a card or you committed a crime.
If
I
this
think
was,
it's +2.
if it was card positive, though, I would play this card.
Are you sure it isn't? You just have to commit a crime to get card positive, though.
No, but I think you still discard a card
Yeah.
while doing it. Like, I think it's careful study or it's catalog.
Okay.
Because I remember being like, if this card was catalog or just draw 2 cards, I would be over that
playing it.
like Benny Wheels over a bowl of lightly salted chips. But you know,
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. Do you think it's just 1 card then, and you just have to discard it, or you get to keep it if you committed a crime?
I think you draw.
You think it's draw 2, and then you have to discard 1 or 2?
I've only ever played this and made elks.
Fine.
This showed up in Vintage Cube for like 1 season,
Right.
and
You just made Elks.
I don't think it even has a. Probably doesn't even have an ultimate if it has
Are
a
we sure that he turns into a creature?
Yeah.
At the
pre-combat main. Pre-combat main.
Okay.
I will
That's
tell
so
you
weird.
right. I will tell you right now, Wheeler, you've gotten everything right except for the minus bigger ability. It's
Oh.
not -6 though.
It's -5.
It is -5.
Do you steal their stuff?
I don't know, dude. I've never alted this card.
There
Nobody
you
has.
go.
Make tokens that are copies.
Yeah.
Draw 2 if you've committed a crime. Discard a card. Otherwise, discard 2. You nailed that first time. That's great. Good job.
Wow.
I think
What a weird templated ability, though.
Yeah.
Discard 1 or discard 2.
Yeah.
It's just odd in the Magic.
I don't
canon.
know if that's how Thirst for Knowledge is worded. Like my brain goes to Thirst for Knowledge where it's like discard 2 unless you discard
An artifact.
an artifact or like compulsive research. Like usually it's like you do this unless you're doing this.
Right.
So it feels like it would be like draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you've committed a crime this turn, then discard 1 card. But maybe that doesn't work because you're not discarding a specific type.
Yeah,
You have
it's
to
like
have done something.
this is probably fewer words than like draw 2 cards, then discard. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card, then discard a card unless you've committed a crime.
Not to do the Magic player thing where we make this an entirely different card and not to make another Oko that's Broco, but
Yeah.
like this is the kind of card you look and you're like, I wish this were somehow just a little bit better.
Yeah, it's
you know?
it's doing fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
like it's the ultimate. It's goofy.
Like give me 4 starting loyalty and like -6 on the alt or whatever.
Sure.
Like
I mean, this is certainly a case of we do not want to repeat last Oko, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So, all right. All right. We are moving on to Bloomborough, the most expensive mythic, and it is the least expensive of the 4 that I am showing here by quite a bit, actually. Delny was $38. Bristly Bill was $45. Lumra, Bellow of the Woods, is a $17 mythic. What does it do?
4 green.
Green, yeah.
Like
Elemental bear. Elemental bear.
Legendary elemental bear, and its power and toughness, I want to say, are star.
Yeah.
And then, okay, how does this work? When it ETBs, you mill,
Yep.
and then when it attacks, you get all your lands back? Or is it also when you ETB, you get all your lands back?
No, you get them back on
Or when it
Wait,
attacks?
wasn't Wasn't it a boar? Like, was it a legendary beast?
It's a bear. It's
No,
a bear.
this
Bear?
one is
Okay.
a bear.
Okay.
This one is a bear. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm thinking of Lord Akoto from Princess Mononoke.
I want to say power. Yeah, for sure. That's coming up next year probably. The Star is just power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control,
Yeah.
and then I think it mills 4 cards when it ETBs.
Yeah, that's correct.
And then, how does it get the lands out of the bin? Like, does it just also do that on ETB, or does it need to do something else?
I think it might need to die.
Okay, maybe it needs to die. Maybe
think-
when it dies,
That's actually kind of an
you
interesting.
get you just get every land card in your graveyard back into the play tapped,
Is it like and it's got trample.
or vigilance.
Maybe both. Vigilance
Sure.
Reach? I think it has Vigilance.
Maybe it has vigilance and reach.
Vigilance
Those are
Reach.
really good.
I only
abilities.
play this card. Wait, hold on. I play this card to kill this card. So I think it has. I think it's when it dies.
Okay.
You get back the lands.
Is it just every single land?
Because I
and then
remember,
tap?
because I play this in a fast bond like storm list where I remember the quirk is like you sack all your lands and it dies because you have no lands in play, which
Right.
then brings all the lands back. But also, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's something about lands and whatnot.
Do you think 4 is the amount you mill?
Yes.
Is it just
yeah.
you, or is it like each?
It's
player?
just you. It's just
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I opened this thing at the PPR, but just immediately gave it to Serge because I knew he needed it more than I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, James, just put it
Is
on the
that
screen,
good?
please.
Is that good?
You're very close.
Ooh. 4 green star legendary elemental bear with vigilance and reach. Got that. Power toughness equal number of lands you control. Got that. When it enters, you mill 4 cards, then you return all land cards from your
It doesn't have to
That's
die.
why. Well,
It just does die, so you can dread return it. Or whatever.
yes, it dies so you reanimate it and get to do it again. That's the combo.
Right. The dying is important because then you can get it back into
It
play.
lets you sack all your lands, so it dies with your lands, and then when you cast a second sunrise, it comes back and all the lands come back. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. One of the 99-cent mythics from this set was Season of the Bold.
This is the
Gotta
red
be
one. Yeah.
3 red.
I want to say it's 4 red.
It's 3. I think this one's 3 red.
Oh, maybe.
This is tap treasures, exiling cards, and
Damage to every creature or something?
damage to creatures. It
Oh,
uses
no. It's when you cast a spell, you get to shock anything.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Any
Yeah.
target.
It's the paw print one. The one paw print is tap
yeah.
treasure.
Get a tap treasure. Create a tap
Create
treasure token.
tap treasure
2 paw prints.
is exile the top card until the end of your next turn. You
Yeah.
can play it.
3
And
paw
then
prints.
is that until the end of this turn, whenever you would cast a spell, you shock
You
something.
get a free shock.
You're close.
Oh.
Would you like to see it?
Is it a bolt?
Is it 6 mana?
No, you got the 3. You got that right. Here you go. Take a look and read it out.
So 3 red sorcery. Create up to 5 paw prints worth of modes. You may only choose the same mode you may choose the same mode more than once. We didn't exactly go over that, but one paw is create a tap treasures. We're reading that. 2 paws exile the top 2 cards of your library. Darn. Till the end of your next turn, we were right about that. You can play them. And then 3 paws till the end of your next turn as well. You get a free shock. Oh, it's only creature. My bad. I thought this did go first.
when you said shock, I'm like, yeah, you're killing creatures with this.
Sure,
Right.
it's fine. Yeah, whenever you cast a spell, Season of the Bolt deals 2 damage to up to 1 target creature.
Sure, dude. Why not?
Okay.
Cool. 5 mana, make 5 tap treasures. Got it.
We were pretty close.
This goes with my treasure commander deck.
All right. Moving on to Duskmourn, House of Horror. The most expensive mythic at $35
Overlord of the Baelmerk.
is Overlord of the Baelmerk.
3 black, 5/5. I think it's it's not a legend. It's an enchantment creature avatar, I want to say.
Avatar sounds right.
It's like horror avatar, something like that. It has impending 1 and a black, pending 5.
5.
And then when it ETBs or attacks, you mill 4 cards, and then you return a non-avatar creature or planeswalker to your hand.
You can get a Planeswalker?
Yeah,
back
you
with that one?
can.
Yeah, that's exactly correct.
Yeah, I know because I died to this, and I killed people with this card. This
It's pretty
card's
popular in a lot of formats. actually.
these overlords are so good.
Yeah,
they're
they're cool.
so good.
Avatar horror.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Relevant when the Avatar set comes out.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
You can't bring Aang back with Overlord of the Baelmerk, unfortunately.
All right. The 99-cent mythic that I chose here is the Roller Crusher Ride.
Oh, nice. Is it XX2 red or is it just X2 red?
X2 red.
X2 red for a... Is this enchantment?
Legendary
It's a
enchantment.
legendary enchantment. And then it says something about adding damage. Delirium. The sources... The damage you deal... something about some sort of Furnace of Wrath situation, but you have to have Delirium.
Keep going. I'm checking on the inch.
And then when it ETBs, it deals, I want to say X damage to up to X targets, but probably just creatures? This can't go face, right? You can't burn... You weren't fireballing people out of games with this card.
I haven't drafted this. Cameron's drafted
Remember
this.
Roller Crusher Ride? Did you
Never
get
opened it.
killed, literally killed by a Roller Crusher Ride? Or
have.
only just scooped because
I think
they blew up all your
I think the
creatures?
delirium is 2+ damage.
2 extra damage.
I feel like, because I remember looking at this card and being like, wow, they definitely
There's
tried
so many-
multiple versions of
Yes,
this.
yeah, there's this... The card definitely appears to be workshopped and, like, it's got a lot of words on it.
The inch is alive, by the way.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
yeah.
I knew he was just resting. We didn't kill him. He's looking around
He's-
there. Sorry, audience. We're just like so distracted by this insect. Anyways, yeah, X2 red legendary enchantment. When Roller Crusher Ride ETBs deal, I think X damage to up to X targets is right. And then Delirium, this deals 2 extra damage. Or any non-combat damage is 2 extra. Because I think it affects your other burn spells. Does that sound right?
I don't know. Well,
You don't know.
I don't care.
James hasn't given it to us.
There
How'd we
you
do?
go.
Yeah.
Read it.
Yeah, okay, so
Oh, it is
we
double.
had the casting cost legendary enchantments correct. Delirium, if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or a player, while there are 4 or more card types in your graveyard, deal double that damage. It's not +2, it was double. And when it enters, deals X damage to each of up to X target creatures. Okay, we were very close. In fact, I think at some point we had it right.
This feels like it's
In the
trying
discussion.
to be like red Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, Meat Hook Massacre?
Meat Hook Massacre.
For sure, that's definitely part of the vibe. Although Meat Hook Massacre 2 is also in this set.
which has the greatest name of any Magic card ever.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
I thought it was extremely funny to just call a card the Meat Hook Massacre too.
Yeah, me too. I appreciate that. It's sort of campy, but like, the campy is an important spice that they have at WotC flavor design or whatever. You know, like sometimes it's crucial not to take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
James.
All right, we're moving on.
Ben hates it.
We're moving on.
Ben.
I loathe it, but we don't have time to get into it.
All right, round number 3. I have chosen a card from the 2 Universes Beyond sets, and I want to know if you know what they do.
We don't.
Wait, we didn't talk about foundations?
No,
That's right. Remember I covered that.
No, I didn't do foundations for this.
Oh, I wasn't listening. I was talking to the inch. Okay, so these are cards from the UB sets.
Yeah, first up, Dog Meat, Ever Loyal.
Oh, I know this comes casting cost at least.
Yeah, it's Naya 3/3.
Yeah, Naya 3/3 legendary dog.
Well, my job here is done.
And then I think I want to say when it ETBs or attacks, you make a junk token, and then something about equipment.
Returns ores or equipment for the graveyard to dog meat.
Like it gets free equip. Is it maybe it's just get a junk token when it ETBs, and then when it attacks, get your auras and your equipment back and equip to him?
That sounds right.
Sounds right.
You're on the right track, but not quite.
Is it the same ability? Oh yeah, no. Okay, all right. Dog meat, 3/3 for Naya, legendary dog. When enters, mill 5 cards, then return an aura or equipment from your graveyard to your hand. And whenever a creature you control that's enchanted or equipped attacks, make a junk token. I was in a commander game where Ben Ulmer had this as his commander. And yeah, I didn't remember this correctly. Sorry.
The UB
Sorry, dog meat.
UB mythics are tough because they're always going to be legendary creatures, which means they're also not going to be that great. Like they're going to be commander cool or whatever, but like I don't know. I find like the UB legendary creatures are not like they're not the cards that stand out in like real formats.
For sure. Yeah, it's
And
like
yeah, I'm
we
calling
don't
Commander not a real.
we don't well yeah, it's like we don't play any of the Saurons very much. We were talking up the Grixis one for Canadian Highlander back in the set review, but then as time goes on, it's like yeah, you've got the halflings actually that have the food deck kind of, but
Yeah.
it's all Orcish Bowmasters and Troll of Khazad Dûm.
And one ring and
Yeah.
yeah.
Even for creatures, it's like mostly the rares and the
What's your other card here, James?
Cleopatra, exiled pharaoh.
2 black and a green for a 2/2. Something about -1/-1 counters. Something about power 2 or less.
Yeah, that's better than I'm
That's all
gonna do.
I'm gonna give you.
Anybody want to try to do better than that?
No.
You can.
She's a human.
Okay, 2 black and a green for a 3/3.
No.
See, I made it better.
I have never seen this card in my life.
Honestly,
This is the part
we don't
about-
need to go into why Assassin's Creed was a miss, right? Sorry, I feel like that's old news, but yeah.
Yeah, it's you act like you've been here before.
Are there like 10 people on the planet that know what the Assassin's Creed are?
It's more popular that it's
Is it? Okay.
definitely a coworker game, but it's more like your coworker's really into
like a
it.
cousin
You're like,
game, yeah.
okay,
Cool.
cool, dude.
Cool.
I'm not going to ask what this guy
Except
thought.
except your coworkers aren't, because no one here is like the Assassin's Creed champion. I was the one on the team when the set was announced. I was like, "Oh, great! I like those games." And everyone was like side-eyeing me. And then when I found out it wasn't going to be a set of commander decks, instead it was going to be these 8-card booster packs.
It's just so
It's
weird.
just like, oh, why?
I don't know, man. Like, not to get on a UB tangent because my tune has changed, but like Assassin's Creed and Fallout, those are like Yu-Gi-Oh tie-ins. You're Magic the Gathering. Like, Final Fantasy,
Sure.
great.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
hope so.
in the sense of like, sure, it's a huge name.
Right.
Lord of the Rings, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
It's Lord of the Rings.
you all. ABUR was kind of a Lord of the Rings universe beyond.
For sure.
The DNA,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Deep in the
But
game.
just I don't know, like Assassin's Creed, man.
Y'all want to take a look at what this card does?
Not particularly, but
Bad.
oh, it's a 2/4.
For 4 mana.
Allies? What the hell is that?
Somebody read it out.
Cleopatra, exiled pharaoh. 2 black and a green for a 2/4 legendary human noble with allies. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 other target legendary creatures. And betrayal. Whenever a legendary creature with counters on it dies, draw a card for each counter on it. You lose 2 life. This was a real human being that was alive.
Yep. I wonder what she'd think of this.
I mean, yeah, me too now that you mention it. Should probably have something to say about... Should probably have some critique of the art.
God, I hate the Romans.
Fair enough. I'm a little disappointed that this keyword ability is allies, and like she's not an ally, doesn't make an ally token, doesn't like pump your allies. I get it though. It's an English word. Battle for Zendikar. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Stonework Puma.
Oh, I remember the Puma.
Okay.
Raptor.
All right. Ready to move into the final round, the lightning round?
Yeah,
Can't
give it-
wait.
Sock it to me.
All right. So I have a card here from almost, I think, every set. Duskmourn, Bloomburrow, Fallout, OTJ, MKM, ACR, RVR. Yep, every frickin' set. These are all red instant direct damage spells.
No.
The lightning round.
The lightning round.
CCR, BRB, AFK.
So first one up is this is from Duskmourn. It's Betrayer's Bargain.
1 red. Choose 2 creatures. It's an instant. No, it's a sorcery.
They're all instant. I just
All
said that.
instants.
Yeah, they're all
1
instants.
red mana,
This is on
instant.
you two.
Choose 2 target creatures. One of them can't block. The other one takes 5 damage. The opponent chooses which one does what. That's not how it actually is template like written, but that's what it does.
Yeah, I think you're on the right track. Here it is for you.
Nope, this isn't the card I was thinking
Oh,
of.
I saw this card.
My bad.
This card saw some niche play in Legacy. I've seen this card.
No, I'm not on the right track. Sorry, this is a different one. 1 and a red for an instant with an additional cost, cast a spell, sack it, creature or enchantment, or pay 2 generic mana. So it could cost 4 mana. This deals 5 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. What's the card I'm
You had the
Call,
5.
remember?
You had the 5 damage. I think that's where my brain went.
No, there's another one that does the thing I was saying where it's like one of them can't block and one of them takes 5
okay.
for, I think, only 1 red mana, but the opponent gets to pick which one lives.
All right. Next up, Blooming Blast. This is from Bloomborough.
No, it's not.
Not to be confused with a blooming onion, yeah.
Don't I love it when Bloomborough came out and said, "Here's my blooming blast," and eradicated.
Is this like the 6 mana limited common burn spell?
I don't know.
It is not.
Blooming
Okay.
Blast.
Blooming Blast, then.
Is it 2 and a red?
Nope.
This has got to be.
You
like,
got to guess. You got to.
Is
I
this
don't
a
know!
Mono, like, okay, is this mono red or is this like red green?
These are all red,
Mono-red.
mono red instant
Mono-red.
direct damage.
3 in a red.
Nope.
2 in a red.
Nope.
1 in a red?
One in-
Yep.
1 in a red.
Yep.
Not playful shove. That
No.
one you probably remember.
That one I remember.
Yeah, not playful shove. Blooming Blast. Does it have bargain?
No.
This isn't the raccoon one, is it?
No.
Does it deal 2 damage to any target?
Not any target.
Does it deal 2 damage to target creature?
It does.
Does it have other lines of text on it?
It sure does.
What are they? Gift a treasure, right? Gift. It has gift.
Right.
card does it
Yeah.
Man, did they make any cards with gift that matter? Like I don't. I didn't remember the
Yeah.
gift mechanic.
Into the Floodmaw.
Yes, Into the
card's
Flood
good.
Maw is a cool card.
Yeah.
Blooming Blast deals 2 damage to target creature unless you gifted something, in which case it also deals 3 damage to that creature's controller.
Wow, this card sucks.
Searing blood, but they get a treasure.
This sucks.
Yeah.
Why would you have searing blood? Wait, what?
Yeah, searing blood, but they get a treasure.
Man,
I know it felt really good to have to use this and like blow up something with 2 toughness, and they're like, "Cool." On my turn 4, I cast like Primordial Titan,
power,
yeah.
power creep is messed up.
You get to-
Like, what?
Primeval Titan.
Yeah, you get to pick if they get the treasure or take the 3 damage. Right?
Creatures are like better than they've ever been, and we're getting worse searing blood or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
and
it's a weird one.
sorry, different, but most use cases worse.
All right. Next up, Fallout Bottle Cap Blast.
Oh,
Blast.
so is it 5 in a red?
Close.
4 in a red.
Correct.
4 in a red instant improvise deals 5 damage to any target, and if this was dealt to damage was dealt to, I think a creature, maybe it hits Planeswalker, but definitely a creature. Any excess damage creates that many tap treasure tokens.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, this card I've actually played this Magic card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool card.
Yeah, and they say it gets cooler.
All right. OTJ, Caught in the Crossfire.
OTJ, caught in the crossfire.
1 in a red.
Is
Nope.
this one X red?
Nope.
Is not the X red one?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, come on, limited team. Come on.
Red?
Man, I don't remember anything about the cards. I just cast them when I can.
Two. Wait, is this one deal 2 damage to all the non-outlaws for 2 in a red?
Close.
Choose one, deal 2 damage to all the outlaws, or deal 2 damage to not the outlaws?
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Well, hold
wait,
on.
it was so much more complicated than that.
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
wrong still.
You were
Close.
you were getting there.
Close. Yeah, okay. So red, row. Oh no, I was really close. Sorry.
Dad got tired.
I thought it was 2 in a red, but it's red with spree, and you pay 1 mana to deal 2 damage to each outlaw, and you pay 1 mana to deal 2 damage to each non-outlaw. So you can 4 mana instant speed pyroclasm, or you can keep your outlaws alive and volcanic fallout the rest of the creatures for 3.
Correct.
Cool.
All right. MKM, Galvanize.
Galvanize is not originally from MKM, but it was in MKM, right?
Nope. This is the
You're
first
thinking
printing.
Galvanic Blast.
Are you thinking about galvanic arc?
I'm thinking about galvanic nails. All right, galvanize.
This was the result of somebody at 3 a.m. just being like, I don't know, have we called a card Galvanized before? And they're like, yeah, obviously.
Right.
Which one?
Yeah.
Wait, shit, we have.
right?
Just call it galvanize. We can all go to sleep.
God, they must be scrambling for one-word card names
Oh,
that
yeah, 'cause
don't sound too contrived.
Because like Defenestrate only came out in Midnight Hunt. You would
Yeah.
have thought that Magic the Gathering would have used that one years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is Galvanize? Is it another long? Was there another like long goodbye card where it was only 2 mana but it could kill a morph?
Brother, you better be looking at the inchworm because I am not helping you. I do
Did
not.
you not draft like Step
I
Misty
don't
Boosty
draft
last year?
these sets.
Yeah, okay.
Why would I ever draft a real set when I could play Vintage Cube or Misty Boost?
MKM draft was bananas good though too. Like it was still I think worse than Duskmorn, but only because that was like the best set of the year.
How about just one red mana, instant, deal 1 less damage than the toughness of everything that's making your life difficult right now.
That does sound like it goes into the camera.
What's it cost, James? Give us that.
No, wait. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
It costs 1 and a red.
Yeah, I want to say it deals 3 damage to a creature, but like there's some weird caveat.
That is, you are on the. Yep.
Yeah,
That is correct.
Sacrifice.
It deals 3 damage to target creature, but if you've done something,
Sacrifice a clue.
If you collect evidence.
collect evidence.
Oh, you loot. If you've sacrificed a clue, you loot.
nope. If
don't
you
think
do
that's right.
if you do something, it deals 5 damage instead.
If you collect evidence.
6, maybe.
Is
Can we
that
get
right?
if
Or
it's a
can
common or an uncommon?
It's a common.
it's a
Like,
common.
That
high
means
collect
that-
evidence then.
yeah. Collect evidence 5. Collect evidence 3.
Any thoughts, Nolly?
No, it's obviously not collect evidence.
Correct.
Does it let you like sacrifice something?
If you've drawn 2
See, yeah,
cards a
like-
turn.
There you go.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I remember this card
Yeah,
now.
okay, it had to because were there clues that there was investigating this set too?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So this
if
one
you
was
basically like, if you have sacked a clue.
Red kind of had this theme too, right? Like
So-
I think there was a bit of a sub theme of like if you've drawn your second card, you get to do, or that was not just red,
no.
because there were some other cards
I
with
think
this.
like Jeskai had the theme going on or something.
Well, I'm thinking of a green elephant with this.
Right. Yes. Maybe it was across all the colors.
Wake up.
Okay, that's galvanized.
That's galvanized.
Hey everybody, that's galvanized.
Let's move on to this is from Assassin's Creed. I do not have any hope here. Wait, Mythios' Fury? Misty Misthios apostrophe S Fury.
Let
One,
us know in the comments below if you're
one
having
in a
fun.
red, 3 damage to a creature, 5 damage if it's equipped or enchanted.
It's close, yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
Is this in Vintage Cube or?
No, I bought the Assassin's Creed starter decks because I needed the cards and it's more cost efficient.
Sure. Okay.
Cardkingdom.com/LR. Yeah. If you control equipment, deals 2 damage to the creature's controller. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Okay.
Yep.
I knew it had something to do with equipment.
Now that's a nice Searing Blood.
That's what's up.
Three to the creature and 2 to the player. I'm totally fine with. And that caveat has got to be like the easiest one of all the Searing Bloods to hit. You don't have maybe Searing Blaze is still easier, but
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
All right.
Please just give me MH3 already.
Nope, not yet. Ravnica Remastered. Skullcrack.
Oh, one in a red, 3 damage to the player. Planeswalker damage can be prevented to the player. Players can't get life.
The can't get life this turn. Damage can be prevented.
Yeah, perfect. Good job.
Oh, thank God.
Across the board. Nailed it.
Yeah.
All right. Foundations. Fiery Annihilation.
It's got to just be like 2 in a red, 4 damage to a creature or planeswalker, right?
I think it might be 2 in a red for 5 damage to target creature. Oh man.
2 in a red, instant, 2 damage to each non-dragon creature.
Are any of us right?
Both you and Cameron Nelson were more correct than Wheeler.
Okay, how about 2 in a red, 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If a permanent dealt damage this way, would
Exile it.
it instead.
You're getting closer. You didn't need that planeswalker bit, though. It doesn't hit a planeswalker.
Is it a sorcery instead of an instant?
No, they're all instants.
All
Oh
instants.
my God.
Is it 2 in a red?
Yeah, you're correct. 2 in a
Is it
red.
5
Is it
damage?
5 damage to a creature?
There you go.
Oh, right. Exile up to 1. I remember this one now, yeah. Exile up to 1 target equipment attached to that creature. If it would die, instead exile it.
Remember when we were figuring out what this episode was going to be and it was about constructed magic and it was like, finally. Finally. I know what I'm talking about. And then
remember that
it's all this limited trash.
And then you were like, how would we make that an episode?
Yeah, that's okay. That's true. That's you know.
Sucker
I
you into doing
suggested
this. Yeah.
a deep dive into the art of card draw.
Yeah.
And how we represent having new ideas.
I would love talking about. Yes.
I literally agreed to be on
Nobody
last
replied.
night because Kathleen got sick.
Thank you for putting this together, James.
Thank you,
Thanks,
James.
James.
This must
I mean, this
represent
is
several hours
fun.
of
This
hard
is
work.
This is we have fun here, don't we, folks?
Fun here. Yeah, we
Now,
have fun.
give us the MH3 card or else.
Galvanic discharge.
One red, you gain
makes
3 energy,
deals
and then
some
you can spend
damage.
any amount of energy and deal that much damage to target player, or not player, creature or planeswalker.
Creature.
Permanent. You big thing.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, this card's correct.
Good job.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
This
that's
card's
pretty sweet.
real good.
You did it. You've completed my thing.
Wow. And
The
Thank
hour
you.
the hour and 9 minutes just flew right by.
After
We
10,000
have
years,
exited Turner's Castle.
we can leave Asparagus Entertainment.
wake up, buddy. We're here. We're at the end.
Hooray, you made it.
Has that thing moved halfway across the
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It was over here.
Yeah.
This bad boy went from watery grave all the way to the temple garden.
Yeah.
I think it's making a rush at my water.
Yeah. It's probably thirsty.
Unironically, when the inchworm, when it's flat and then it gets that little hump, like it's fried bologna. Oh yeah, look at you. Oh yeah, it's on its hind legs. This is exhilarating. Dude, he's pogging. What are you doing? Where'd you get that gun? No inchworm, no. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Thank you, James, for putting this together. This was a ton of fun.
You're welcome.
I want to thank Nelson,
I was here.
Cameron,
Why?
the Inchworm, Wheeler, James again, and you for joining us here today, and for all your support from patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Because of all of you, there's all of this, and by all of this, of course, I mean all the things that we do here in-house. Lets us buy tables for the Inchworm to have a journey on. It's flipping me the bird now. And if you want to buy some birds or some worms, you can do so through cardkingdom.com/LRR. You can use that link when you pick up your cards, all your worms, all your birds. There are plenty of birds and worms you can buy that are pretty cool. And while supplies last, you could say button, please. And you get a small button with something cute, fun, and or funny on it. And you can laugh and clap and show your friends. I don't know what the button says right now, but I think it might say... the early
Would you love me if I was an inchworm?
yeah, the early worm gets the burn spell.
I can tell you right now, the button probably currently says a Kingdom of Cards, but I know that Graham has sent in, I think, like a bunch, like 8 new designs.
Oh, interesting.
So
And
hopefully
we didn't
soon.
get consulted for those.
Yeah, of course you did. Where do you think the ideas came from?
Wait, we did?
From this, like from our conversations for the last 3
Oh,
months.
I didn't. Is it too late to submit one? Because I just thought of one. The early
it's not
bird.
too late.
The early bird gets the bolt.
Sure, that's a good one.
And it's
Put it in the Slack.
no.
I'll do
Well,
it.
okay then.
Okay, fine. We're also brought to you by Dragon Shields. Go to dragonshield.com. Make your order. Use our code LRRMTG5, and you get 5% off your order. Importantly, it also lets them know that we sent you there. And they're Dragon Shields. You're playing Magic the Gathering. Have some self-respect. Use some Dragon Shields. They're the best shields out there. Shields. They're the best sleeves out there. They're also the best shields.
I mean,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Use Dragon Shields. They're Dragon Shields.
You already use them. Get
Yeah.
more.
Get more. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time, where I will definitely be hosting again. Okay, bye.
Thanks for watching.